Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Sanders, and this is Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection. What we're going to be doing today is to take a look at setting things up so when you start work on your watch, making your watch, you're going to have a lot of success. Now, over time, this is what my workbench looks like, and you just put stuff there and different kinds of things. So anyway, this is what you want it to look like, and it's all clean. You have an anti-magnetic pad. You can get those anywhere where watchmaker supplies. I think they probably even have them on Amazon, some places like that. Okay, what you want to do is that you want to bring out just the tools that you need. You can see in the background there's a little wheel with a bunch of different screwdrivers in it, but I only need three, and so I just picked the ones that I think I'm going to need. Now, I picked the red, the green, and the blue one, and for the most part, I'll probably just be using the red one. The next thing you want to be sure to have are finger cots, and these become very important. I've been handling some broken ones and stuff without them. Now, if you don't have a workbench, remember, just take a shoebox top, line it with paper and a white paper. And the reason for a white paper, if you drop something, it's easier to find in it. But you want to be sure that, like this one's got a hole on one side for fingers, and so you put something over it so things don't fly out of there. Okay. Next, you're going to need your little vise to hold your movement. So you're going to need your movement if you be working on a watch. Then you want the dial. Now, speaking of stuff happening, when I was opening up the little thing that held the dial, it fell on the floor, and it literally disappeared. And those are relatively easy to find, so you always have to be careful. I wasn't as careful as I should have been with that one. Okay, next you want to have your hands. Now, the hands that I also have they're in a little covered tray. And what I'll do is that I'll take them out. They're in a little protective thing right now, and I'm going to leave them there. But what you're going to do with them is that I'm going to put each one in one of those little individual trays, and when I'm not using them, I'm going to put the top back on them. Okay, now you're also going to need tweezers and some kind of loop. The one I have pictured there is this one, and this is because I have glasses and I can just pop it down like that. But you can have, any kind of loop that you want, something like this, and use one of those wire things to keep it on your head, or just have it and, pick it up and use it when you need it. You can hold it in your eye for a little while too, but anyway. So these are the things that I'm going to need, and you don't really want much more than that. Now, one of the things that I have, you can see them here. These are these lights with magnifiers on it, and so you have a little magnifying thing here, and I just use them generally as lamps. But if I want to do something real quick up close, then I can bring these down and use it. I use two, as you can see in the picture. This one, and then there's another one over here that I use. And the reason I have two is that the light, you need light to light up these small pieces. These small pieces can really disappear very quickly, so you have to be extremely careful with them, and good light is important. Another thing that I found, and it's related to light, is that you may have noticed I have a beanie on. And the reason I have a beanie on instead of my beret that sticks out is that with the beret, it blocks the light in certain places. So a beanie doesn't sort of, your head will block some light. But if you have two lights, then you can sort of arrange them so you can see everything. If you have a little lid or something on your hat, it gets in the way. Use a beanie. Okay. All right. Well, that's setting up your work area, And you can, like I said, you can do exactly the same thing in a copier. The reason you want to use a shoebox top is that they're generally pretty big, but the other reason is they have these sides, and you can put everything that I have on my workbench inside of here too. So one of the things, if you can, when you have it, you want to have it high. You've seen these very high workbenches that watchmakers use. And what you can do is you can if you put your arms on top of it, it's a lot steadier, and that's how come they have them up high like that. Let's hear any suggestions, ideas, tips, and comments that you have, and let's build a watch together. Until next time, this is Bill Sanders for Watch Outside, the Art and Science of Watch Collection.